Hey YouTube, Peter here. Today's project is installing this Neo car audio device into my 2001 Jetta. This will let me play my iPod through the car stereo. So let's get started. Step one is disconnect the battery. But before you start, make sure you have the 4-digit security code for the radio. You're going to need that later. So step one, disconnect the battery. Step two, use one of these special tools you got to buy online for about 10 bucks, and use this to pull out the radio. Let's see how this works. Okay, so these keys, see that? I don't know if you can see the action on these keys. As you push them in, they cause that side spring to release. Anyways, okay, next step, let's get this bad boy out. And we have on the back here antenna and some wiring harness. So I've got to plug in the new device with its wiring harness. So let's figure that out. Okay, I've got the wiring harness out here, and just gotta get the new one plugged in. Okay, and a couple of steps later, I've got the wiring harness connected in here. It replaces the CD wiring harness, so the radio is going to operate as if it's in CD mode. Here it is plugged into the interface box. The interface box has a cable coming off of it, which has a standard iPod connector. Let's try plugging in an iPod and see what happens. Charging sound indicates that it's charging. You get a message on the iPhone. This accessory is not made to work with iPhone. Would you like to turn on airplane mode to reduce audio interference? You will not be able to make or receive calls. I'm going to say no. Keep it in normal mode. I'm in the underground garage, so there's no service anyways. And let's go into iPod mode. See if this thing works. Sounds like it's working. Now I can control songs through the iPod. Go to next track. Go to next track. And I can also control using the track advance button on the stereo. So that's working. Switch back to the radio. The radio works.
Harris finds himself slipping into Regis.
Go back to the CD. Well, it looks like this is working. Time to put things back together. Okay, so we're all done here. Here's the Neo 1 car adapter box. I've got it at least temporarily in the storage container here, the place where CDs and tapes normally get stored. The black cable coming off it has a good probably 10 feet of cable, which is much more than I need. But I might reroute things. I'm probably going to end up getting a mount of some sort to hold the iPod right around there. The only problem I had was the harness on the back here was pretty short. So that meant I had to keep, even though I had lots of cord between this device and the iPod, I didn't have very much harness between the back of this device and the stereo. So I probably could have hidden it back underneath the dashboard, but that would have taken a lot more work, so I ended up just drilling a hole in the back here and just routing the cable around that way. So let's see how it works now. It's all set. Let's turn on the radio. As soon as I do that, this says, I don't know if you can see that, but it says charging on the radio. Let me switch to CD. As soon as I do, this is switched over again. I don't know if you can see that, but it's switched over and started playing. Let's turn it up. You notice the
Hello and welcome to the
volume is
Skeptics Guide
entirely
to
through the stereo. The volume's through the stereo. The volume on the iPod, of course, does nothing because it's playing at the line level output.
Hey everybody, Rebecca Watson.
And I can listen to my favorite podcasts.
You're listening to the Skeptics Guide to the Universe, your escape to reality.
On my way to work. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hello and welcome to the Skeptics Guide to the Universe.